pretty good day for you personally Sunday, do you think?
Yeah, I thought I had a pretty good day. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff to improve on, but whenever I get my opportunities, just go out there and try to make the most of them.
What is it like from you going to that rookie camp to now?
Obviously, a lot different. Just first off, from not having COVID to a lot more open, just being able to bond with the guys, and then also just having somewhat of an understanding of the offense, and just coming out and being able to focus more on what I'm supposed to do on the play instead of knowing what route to run. Just focus on my fundamentals and techniques.
And what was the off-season emphasis for you? What were you trying to improve on?
For me, it was just every aspect of my game, bigger, faster, stronger, and just improve on everything.
You feel like you accomplished some of that?
Yeah, I ended up gaining about 13 pounds, so feel good and just trying to, like I said, take advantage of all my opportunities.
Was there a point last year in that long, mentally exhausting season that you hit a wall as a rookie?
I wouldn't say I hit a wall. Obviously every season, and especially last season for me, good plays, good games, bad games. It happens, but just continue to improve and bounce back from those bad plays and just continue to grow as a player. That's my goal last season and this season as well.
When you say 13 pounds, first of all, how big are you now?
I'm right about 245. So after the season was over, I was down a lot, and just really focused on that and worked with some people, and that was one of my main goals.
So were there specific instances during games last year where you said, man, I really feel like I need to be a little stronger to do what I want to do?
I feel like that's in every game. No matter what your weight is against some of these guys, as a tight end, you're outmatched. I wouldn't say all the time, but in a lot of instances. But I think for everyone in the tight end room, it's always a goal to just get bigger and stronger, just to help us out on every play.
What do you
Who's
see
the
the
toughest
toughest
guy
guy
you
you went against last year?
I would say Brandon Graham or J.J. Watt. Just a few of those plays where I was like, oh wow, this dude, a very large and strong guy.
Where do you see the 13 pounds helping you so far this year?
Obviously in line some, just being able to re-anchor and hang on, and and also in the run game. But if you don't have good technique and know where you're supposed to go, that the weight doesn't really help you. So that's the thing I'm trying to focus on, is just technique within the run game, and also communication with the O-line and the other tight ends, just to get to the right spot.
Has that affected your speed, quickness at all?
No, I still feel pretty good running routes and changing directions.
So you were the Mackey Award winner, but the way Stefanski uses his tight ends, where three of you could be on the field together, was this a whole new world for you?
Actually, at FAU, we used a lot of two tight end sets. So I was kind of used to that, knowing what my role was when I was on the field with another tight end, and now obviously on the field with two other extremely talented tight ends, just knowing what I'm expected to do on the plays, whether that's blocking or running a route, just going out there and trying to execute to put the team in a position to succeed.
How excited are you though? The three guys, it seems like you guys could really step it up a notch, especially with another year with Stefanski's scheme.
Yeah, like I said, obviously everyone in our tight end room is extremely talented, from the top to the bottom, and we look to improve off of each other, learn things from each other, and we get really excited when we're all on the field together. It's just an opportunity for us to all showcase our talents, and we just want to do whatever we can to help the team win.
What would you say is one of the most important things you learned from David and Austin?
Obviously they've been in the league for a long time, had very successful careers so far. I think it's the little things, because everyone kind of can watch film, or the coaches teach you all the big things, your assignments and stuff, but just the little intricacies, the techniques that they've seen at full speed on certain plays. It's just things like that they'll come over and tell you, and you try it next time and it works. And sometimes it doesn't work for you. It just depends on what kind of player you are, but for the most part, the stuff that they've taught me, it's helped out a lot.
Harrison, along those lines, do you study guys from other teams, like it's Kels now? I'll call him Kels.
Yeah, obviously George Kittle, Kelsey, watch some of Jared Cook, just a lot of guys. I try to pick and watch. I watch a lot of film, so I try to pick a lot from the guys that have had successful years, and just use things that they use and try it with my game.
What are you looking for exactly? Like just little nuances in the way they run routes or
Yeah,
techniques, everything?
nuances. With George Kittle, obviously he's a tremendous blocker as well as a route runner. So just watching the way the techniques he uses and how physical he is, and when you watch guys that are on that level, you can really take stuff from every aspect of their game.
Because the three of you guys play so much interchangeably, I mean, can anyone approach the numbers that Kelsey, Kill get on their teams?
I mean, I don't think in our tight end room we really talk about that or worry about that. We just worry about what we're asked to do on the specific play and just going out and executing.
When we talked to Austin, he said he didn't think he was the same player after the appendectomy last year. And he said he spent a lot of time with Baker in the offseason. He's kind of determined to have a bigger year. Do you see that out of him when you meet with him in the meeting rooms?
I mean, he's always an extremely determined guy. He's always working, always studying. And, he wants to come out and succeed. And obviously he's a talented player and he's had a great career so far. And so far during training camp, he looks prone and ready to go.
When you study those big time guys, though, do you say we got guys like that in our room? You just that can kick it up to that level?
I mean, obviously watching them, they're the best in the game right now. As players, we always think that we can compete and do those things, but it always takes a lot of work to get to that level. And obviously, there's guys in our room that can do some of those things, but I think with having all of us in the room, we can kind of piece and put together what we're good at to kind of get the job done that they're doing.
You mentioned going against J.J. Watt last year, so obviously, this defense is Myles Garrett and Damian Condon.
Yeah.
So as a tight end, what kind of pressure does that put on that position when you can line up both those guys?
I mean, I wouldn't say really any pressure, but every day coming out, knowing you're going to block two of the best defensive ends in the game, it's tough, but we love it in our room, just knowing that we're competing against them, getting better daily, and knowing that come Sundays that we're going to be ready to go because we've competed at a high level during practice against two of the best.
You seem to have a good connection Sunday with Case Keenum. How did that come about?
I feel like all the quarterbacks in our quarterback room are extremely talented, and going out on the field, we take routes every day with all the quarterbacks. And our job's to run the route how it's coached and get open, and their job's to put it in the right spot. And I think that everyone in our room can get that job done.
What would constitute a successful season for you personally?
My goal right now is just to continue to improve daily, make the team, and do whatever I can to produce and help the team win and have a successful year.
Did you guys get any bigger kick out of scoring twice against the number one defense Sunday in the 2 minutes?
I mean, I wouldn't really say that. I would say that, every time we're on the field, whether we're going against the ones, twos, or whoever's on the field, our goal is to score. And, when it comes down to it, that's our only mindset.
Putting on 13 pounds, was it a fine line so you don't use your leaping ability? I mean, I assume, or maybe you strengthen your legs so you can.
Yeah,
even go
I mean,
even higher.
there's a lot of stuff that goes into it, but I was able to work with a lot of people that know a lot about nutrition, strength and conditioning, and obviously a lot of people here are really good at that. So I was just able to pick a lot of people's brains, and it worked out.
Did you give up something when you were? Did you change your diet totally or anything?
I wouldn't really say change my diet. I would just say add in some calories that I wasn't necessarily eating, but was able to find a way to get those in.
When you went back and watched film of last year, was there a game that you watched like to say, okay, this is how I want to play, and then one you watch to say, this is not how I want to play, and kind of motivate you?
Yeah, obviously, like I said earlier, there's good games, bad games, and obviously those good games kind of you can watch them and they motivate you, and the level you can play at. But I can think of several games where I had great games, but the goal is to always stay at that medium, never have the drops or the lows or the highs. So that's my goal this year, is just to consistently produce and do whatever I can to help the team win.
You saw more fans Sunday than you did at any home game last year. What did you think of that?
It was obviously extremely cool environment. I'm not sure the numbers of what we had last year versus the scrimmage, but you could tell that it was a good amount of people in there, and it was a cool environment to be in, and looking forward to it being full.